Hello, my friends. It's Jory with the Blissful Knowing, numerologist, intuitive counselor, and happiness coach, here with a 2022 energy report and a January energy report. I am rushing as usual. It's getting dark out, and I wanted to squeeze this in because this is my only day to come live for a while. So I wanted to make sure that I started this year 2022 off with the energy report to give you guys a feel of what to expect for 2022 and for January. I'm excited about it. Hi, Stephanie. I feel like I need to do a little bit of a fluff. What we're going to do, because I don't have a lot of time, we're going to switch things up a little bit. I'm still going to pull some cards just for our guidance while I talk about the new year energy and January's energy, but in order to save time, we're going to use our Zen Blossoms flowering intuition cards because they're one-word cards. It's going to be faster, so we're going to use that for a 4-card reading for what we have, what we want, what we need, and what we get. I'm distracted by my little skunk situation in my hair. All right, so we're going to pull these real quick, and then we're going to do our focus cards from the Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance cards. Oh my gosh, create a connection. How perfect. That's so perfect for the entire 2022. And then we'll pull a focus card from My Love is Everywhere. Follow your heart. Meditation cards. Oh my gosh. Healing, create a connection. I feel like we already just touched on the two big themes for 2022. That's amazing. I love how synchronistic that was. So I'm actually, because the Zen Blossoms take a while, I might not be able to do my magic shuffle today. We'll see. I'm going to try, but they're very slippery cards and they take a while to come out. So, loving that emerald green sweater, Stephanie says. Oh, well, thank you. That's actually a synchronicity too, because I've been called to wear more green lately, and the energy we're moving into is all about the heart, and green is the color of the heart chakra. So it doesn't surprise me that I've been drawn to wear more green, to tap into that frequency of the heart chakra. All right, I'm actually going to pull these in a different way than I usually pull because we don't have time. So, and I want to focus on what I need to tell you guys about 2022. Of course, I plan on talking about it more throughout the year as we go along, but I want to give you some bullet points. I think I'm just going to pull one like this, and I'm going to pull one like this, and that way I can focus on talking about the energies, and then we'll do our cards. I hope it doesn't get too dark in here. Okay. So before I talk about the 2022 energy, I want to go back and reflect a little bit on what we were experiencing for 2021, because I think it's an important thing to look at the contrast. So I'm just going to pull out my little diagram to remind you guys that we were in the midpoint of a 9-year cycle. 2021 was the 5-year. And I was mentioning that our frequency, we were on the frequency freeway and we were going to merge depending on where our frequency fell, which one it magnetized more towards the new earth energy or the old earth energy. So what I love is we're growing into 6 now, and that's really going to anchor us into the new earth energy of love and connection. 5 energy gave us an opportunity, being the midpoint of the 9-year cycle, an opportunity to break free and make a change. 5 energy can bring unexpected surprises or twists and turns, plot twists to your life, where you want to pivot in a new direction. And sometimes it's something you're just feeling that you're choosing for yourself. Sometimes it's something that the universe is really pushing you towards, and so there may be some resistance there, but you are forced to break free. So maybe your job is ending, or maybe a relationship is ending. And so the freedom comes one way or another, the change comes one way or another. It can be drama and chaos, yes, but it can also be excitement and expansion. So that's where we've been. We've been in that pivotal year of making changes, breaking free. And now we are going into the 6th year, where 5 is sort of all over. It's a mind energy. It's unpredictable. The 6 energy is more grounded and it's more settled, with the themes being on relationships, home and family, responsibilities, relocation, redecorating, nurturing, healing, artistic endeavors, and being of service. It's funny, I have a lot of 5 and a lot of 6, so I feel like I relate to both of these energies. They're very, very different. 5 really wants to live in the now and just take time off. That's the year we're just coming out of. And 6 energy is ready to be responsible, wants to be of service to its community. So the 6 energy is asking us to focus on family and where we've broken apart from a lot of things because that 5 energy broke us free from things that were not a match to our frequency. It's about finding resonance, finding your family. So it doesn't have to be blood family, it can be soul family, community, finding things that resonate with you from your heart to another person's heart, creating that heart-to-heart connection where you truly resonate based on your values. A lot of our values have been shifting. That's another thing that may have changed with this 5 energy and everything that's been going on. And so there's been some separation with frequency gaps where we are finding people now that resonate more. We're looking for people that resonate more with what is true to us in our heart for how we want to be in this world. Hi, Sandy. Speaking of tribe, Sandy says, hi, tribe. So it's really about finding your soul tribe, finding your community and serving your community, using your unique gifts and talents, being of service, being able to heal the community and nurture the community. So a lot of focus on spending time with your family or your soul family, and you may feel like you need to relocate or a relationship may need to come apart. There's a lot there from the 5 energy that wanted to bring change and freedom. And since 6 is about relocation and marriage and divorce, it can be a lot of focus on ending relationships, but starting new ones. And again, finding what's a match to your heart. That is the theme. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful energy because it is the new earth. And new earth is about love and connection and vibrational resonance and being of service to your community. I certainly feel that so strongly. Whereas last year, that 5 energy had me taking a lot of time off of work. I just feel such a warm, fuzzy fire in my heart to be of service to my community. And so many of you that I haven't spoken with for a while are coming back, creating connections again. We're coming back so I can help you more. And I love having that opportunity. So thank you so much for allowing me to be of service to you. So 6 can be that artistic energy where you want to cook more, or you want to be photography, gardening, painting, again, redecorating. It's a lot of creative energy, which really excites me. And because there's so much healing coming through with the 6, it wants to heal and nurture. That may be coming through food for you. That may be coming through cooking healthy food for you. That certainly started my journey, was getting healthier with what I was putting in my body. And then that opened up everything for me as far as my intuitive abilities. Once I cleared out a lot of the chemicals I was putting on my skin and that were in my food and that were in my laundry detergent, everything started to open up more clearly so I could receive the inner guidance. So it's really does, a lot of times for people, the healing journey does start with what you're eating. And because the 6 energy is promoting cooking and the new earth energy is connecting with nature, you may find more desire. I love all the little 1-minute reels and 2-minute reels that people are doing now with their little recipes. It's inspiring me to cook a lot more plant-based and really healthy, clean ingredients. So it's been a fun journey for me, and it feels so good to eat things that have a lot of life force energy in them. And so the plants, especially fresh right out of my garden or whatever, that's got the highest frequency because it has the most life force energy in it. So you may be drawn to more lighter foods, more high frequency foods. What else can I say about the 6 energy? Actually, I need to go into January because it's getting really dark right now and you're not gonna be able to see the cards. So January, even though the 6 is bringing us that desire to be with our family, to heal ourselves, to nurture our community, The 1 and 7 of January, we've got 1 energy because January is the first month of the year. And then when you add the 1 of January plus the 6 of 2022, you get 7. 1 and 7 is very different from 6. 1 is asking you to start something new, to focus on yourself. It's self-care, it's independence. 7 is asking you to retreat, to go within. We've got Mercury retrograde coming up too. We're in the shadow period right now, I believe. That's always a time of reflection and retreat. So even though the 6 wants to be of service to others and wants to be with its family, whether that's again soul family or blood family, the 1 and 7 really wants to spend time alone to go within. And with the 1 being about caring for yourself and taking care of yourself, and 7 can also be about detox and purification. So it might come up again where you want to, everyone usually does want to eat better in January, but start to eat a more natural, purified diet, maybe do more cooking, and that could set you on a healing journey. There's also the spiritual aspect of the 7 energy coming in for January that's asking you to detox on a spiritual level. So that may be unplugging from social media, unplugging from the news, which you know I highly recommend, doing an emotional detox. I know many of you have told me you're ready to do the emotional closet cleaning session in January, and we've got some things scheduled. So emotional, spiritual detox, clearing all of that out. February is going to feel more like connecting with others than January is, even though again the whole theme next year is being there for others, being responsible to others, healing yourself, and serving the community. And love, 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 because it's such a heart-based energy. Sometimes it goes too much. It goes into smother, mother, overbearing, worrying energy. But in its highest vibration, 6 is incredible, incredible, genuine love and romantic love too. So use January as the time to rejuvenate, to take care of yourself, to start a more detoxified, healing lifestyle if you feel inspired to do that. And just know that in February, we're going to feel more like connecting with others more than we are in January. I think I'm going to leave it at that for now. I just want to remind you guys, I do have the 2022 personal year forecast that give you the theme of next year, because I've been talking about the universal energies. We all have our own personal year that we're going into. We have personal months. So if you're interested in learning about your personal year theme for 2022 and having some information for January, February, March, all the way through December of next year, you can get that in the 2022 personal year forecast on my website, theblissfulknowing.com. I will link that in the comments. All right. I want to talk more, but it's getting dark, so I think I covered the bases for 2022 and for January. I hope to be on again maybe mid-January to recap things, but I'm going to be doing that retreat myself with that 7 energy in January, so I will be off of live streams most likely, unless I get very inspired and pushed by my guides to come back on for some reason. I just want to mention one more thing that we had as far as the shift. Besides the numerology, we had a beautiful shift in the astrology. Jupiter has moved into Pisces, and Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It expands whatever it comes in contact with. Pisces is about compassion and creativity and dreaming. And so we're being asked to dream big, to expand our dream for ourselves, our dream for the world. That's how we build the new earth. That's how we anchor in this new earth frequency. And also expand our compassion for others, which the 6th energy so wants to do, because it just loves to love. It loves to love. It loves to heal. It loves to serve. And Jupiter is asking us to have more compassion, which we so need right now. I think it's all, of course, divinely timed with the new earth energy. We've got Jupiter in Pisces through May 11th. And I think it's going to help everyone tap into the mystical, spiritual side of themselves, especially with the 7 spiritual energy coming in January. I think it's going to be a really, really beautiful time. If you have the card decks, you can work with those to help you tap into your intuition. Of course, I'm here for you to help you get more clarity in a private session. So if you're feeling that spiritual, mystical urge to really, really tap in and hear what your soul is saying, that's Jupiter in Pisces, which is in my chart all the time. So I do relate to living in a very spiritual realm all the time. I'm excited that everybody's getting a chance to feel how magical that can be. All right, so we've got 4 cards from the Zen Blossoms deck today. What we have, what we want, what we need, and what we get. Hopefully it won't get too dark. So I will flip those really quickly. What we have. Oh, I love this. Expansion. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. We have expansion. This is a gazania flower, and it's in the process of expanding because its petals are actually rolled up. I thought it was so cool to see a flower in mid-bloom this way, and I don't know if you can see, but the petals are rolled. They're rolled up, and they're going to unroll and expand, but the way that the petals are shaped with the sun rays appearing like sun rays, it looks like it's expanding out in all directions. And as I just mentioned, we came out of the 5-year 2021. We're still a couple days left. 2021 is a 5-year of expansion, breaking free, breaking out, breaking down to break through. Expansion. So we're all expanding on a frequency level because the higher frequency energies they're raining down on all of us. Hi, Jasmine. Whether we know it or not, doesn't matter. Everyone's being affected by the high frequency energies that are beaming onto this planet. And they are raising our frequency incrementally. Sometimes that high frequency energy brings up a lot of fear in people, brings up a lot of chaos in people because it's bringing up the lower density things up to the surface to be released so we can let go, become lighter. Enlightenment starts with becoming lighter, lightening up, release, float up to the higher frequency and match it. I hope that wasn't confusing. I've talked about it in better ways, but I'm rushing. Anyway, the higher frequencies are coming towards us at all times, and they are creating an expansion for us by raising our frequency incrementally. And they are leading us to new earth energy as long as we work on doing the process of letting go and not resisting and not staying in fear. The point is for the fear to come up, for us to process it and to release it. And that's what I teach my clients to do in the emotional closet cleaning, is process right through it, go right through it, let it all go. Detox, let it all go, lighten up. If you're holding onto that backpack of bricks your whole life, you don't even know. We need to get those bricks out so you can rise up to the high frequencies, so you can experience the beauty of the high frequency earth that's right here and now. Okay, so we have expansion, changes, expansion, what we want. Ooh, we got all our horizontals today. Ignite. Oh, I love this so much. Look at that. Look at those flames. This is actually an ice flower, which is ironic, but it looked like flames. Ignite. We want to ignite the passion in our heart. Hey, Cody. We want to ignite the passion in our heart. We want to follow our excitement. We want to take inspired action. And remember, I talked about the fire in my heart that I have felt since we made this shift. We started to actually shift towards 2022 energy at the end of the first week of December, around December 8th, maybe even December 6th. And I started to feel this warmth in my heart as we left the mental energies of 2021, the 5 energy, and we moved into the heart energies of 2022. So I felt this warm flame in my heart, like a bonfire, and I wanted to share that warmth. I wanted to share that healing fire, that warm fire with my communities. Come to the bonfire, feel warmed by it, feel healed by it. Especially if you've been going through a lot of emotion, a lot of water, and you're feeling wet, come dry yourselves off. I saw this vision of having set up this bonfire on an island on a beach, and that people had been kind of washed up on the shore and disoriented. And I'm sitting there with this fire saying, please come here and let me help you to feel better. So we are using the fire and the warmth and the love in our hearts to be of service to our community. That's what we want to do. We want to take inspired action. This is about igniting your passion and taking inspired action. That's what we want to do, because we are being led by our higher self, and that's New Earth Living, is allowing your higher self to lead the way, to surrender to the power and control that your higher self has, because it has the big picture, to surrender to being of service, knowing that that is what is going to help you to expand, evolve, and feel the most fulfilled in life. Hi, Cheryl. And so that you can use your gifts and talents to serve others and find joy in being of service, find fulfillment, find abundance, an abundance of peace, joy, fulfillment, everything that you need, passion. So what do we need? Speaking of need. Woohoo, perfect. We need beginnings. I need a pom pom. Yay! That's what January brings us with the one energy. We need a fresh start. We need to know that we are in the new, not just the new year, not just a new month, but truly, truly living on the new earth frequency now. In our hearts, we need to know that this is a new beginning. We need to let go of the old, let go of all the drama of the 5-year 2021, let go of all the old earth fears and separations. Open your heart, feel that compassion, live in the new earth way, in your heart, being of service, being your authentic self, using your gifts and talents to heal and serve and love and connect and create community. I love that. Yay, perfect cards. I do love the Zen Blossom so much. All right, Lisa says, I'd love a fresh start. Great card. I agree. Great card. Okay, so what we get from the Zen Blossoms. Ooh, this is important. Focus. Yes, 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 yes. Now, this is another gazania. There's a lot of beautiful gazanias out there that look very different from each other. But look at that center of the flower. It's asking you to focus. Focus on the center. Focus on your center. What is your center? Your heart. There are 7 main chakras. Your heart is the 4th chakra, right smack in the middle of your center of being, of your physical body. Heart chakra. So we get focus. What does that really mean? It means we need to choose, consciously choose where we focus. Do we want to focus on what's behind us? Fear and separation, or do we want to focus on the beginnings, love and connection? It's our choice where we focus. They're overlapping. The earths are overlapping each other. I actually drew another drawing for my live stream with Claudia a few weeks ago. New earth is overlapping old earth, and there's a spot where a lot of people are hanging out right here in the transitional range, which is your frequency. Still able to see some old earth, but also able to see new earth right here. So you can look up, or you can look down, or you can look forward, or you can look backwards. I recommend looking forward, on the dreaming big, of focusing on your future, where you want to go. The past only serves us as contrast to help us have clarity on what we prefer. When we know what we don't want, we better know what we do want. We have a lot more clarity on where we want to go when we know where we have been, what worked for us and what didn't. So focus is asking us to stay in the daydream, visionary, conscious, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I know what I'm saying, but it's not coming out. To focus deliberately on what we want to create for ourselves for the future, and only on the things that we prefer. Because as I've mentioned many times, life is like a buffet. What we put on our plate is what we get more of. What we put on our plate is what we have to eat. So try everything out, see what you like, but only put the things on your plate. Only focus on the things that you enjoy, that you prefer, that you want to eat more of, that you want to experience and live more of. All right, we have 2 more cards before the lights go down. I was going to say in Georgia, but I am not in Georgia. I don't even know, is that the saying? Is that the song? I think it is. All right, so we have our Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance card for focus, along with our Love is Everywhere Follow Your Heart card, which I feel like I should have used the heart cards, because the heart cards, that's the theme of 2022, is living in your heart. We will have to bring those up more. Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance cards, what is our focus? Keep it neutral. Keep it neutral. I think that's perfect because January's got the 7 energy, and 7 is the most neutral of all the numbers. 7 is known as the quiet observer. It can observe things without reacting. It's very zen, very tranquil. So again, when it comes to focus, you can observe if you need to. Observe if you happen to notice what's going on over here, down here, observe it neutrally. But it doesn't have to affect you. It doesn't have to touch you. I've talked about being in a glass bottom boat. This reminds me of the glass bottom right here. We're in a glass bottom boat. We're in the new earth frequency, but we could still see the sharks. But we know they can't touch us because we've risen above them in frequency. And this is the age of Aquarius here. So this is the glyph for Aquarius. It's actually representing waves, but frequency waves. 2, the higher frequency and the lower frequency. We shifted into the age of Aquarius in December of 2020 when we had the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction in Aquarius. So again, high frequency is where we want to focus, not the low frequency. They coexist. It's like 2 different TV programs happening at the same time. Do you want to watch the violent and depressing movie, or do you want to watch the happy, loving movie? It's up to you. You can change the channel. Keep it neutral is telling us you can observe, but you don't have to have an emotional response and create more of what you don't want. Oh, I don't know if I can read this in the dark. Let's see. Sometimes the things we think we don't want are leading us to something really positive. When we look at something as wrong or unwanted, it adds resistance and struggle to the issue. Rather than judging a situation or labeling it as good or bad, try to find a way to look at things neutrally. A neutral mindset quiets the ego mind and allows for an improved perspective of the circumstances. When we remove our negative definitions, we invite the resolution in. Stay neutral. It may look like it's negative, but it doesn't mean it is. Watch your definitions. Everything is happening for us, not to us. This is all part of our expansion. The contrast inspires the improved experience. The contrast inspires the improved experience. Without the contrast of knowing what we don't want, we wouldn't have clarity on what we do want. I also want to remind you that 7 energy of January is about keeping the faith. Staying neutral, keeping the faith, tapping into your inner guidance, your higher self connection, getting quiet, going within, asking your higher self to guide you. Like I said, the cards are a great tool to help you with that. And these are available on theblissfulknowing.com. One more focus card and we are set before it gets way too dark in here. Oh, perfect. Reflect. That's exactly what the 7 energy and Mercury retrograde energy are asking us to do. I think Mercury goes retrograde mid-January around the 14th, but we are in the shadow period now, I believe. And for me, I actually always feel the retrograde more during the shadow period than I do during the actual retrograde. And it's just asking you to reflect, to go within and reflect, to rethink things. Let's see if I can find that card in the deck here, my new deck, but we don't have a lot of time. Here it is. So we've got the heart here. Such a beautiful, amazing heart that I found, which is actually a wrapper at a park that I saw this. But there's 2 sides here. There's the blue side and the writing is face down. And that's the old, that's the past, that's the sadness, that's the old earth, old you, old 2021, what's in the past. That may have brought you sadness, but we have on the other half, we have the orange. It's facing forward. It's looking up at the sun. It's bright. So again, dreaming into the brightness of your future, focusing on what you prefer, focusing on what you want for yourself and for the world. Reflect. What do you know now more clearly that you want? What has your life experience taught you up to this point about what you value, what you prefer, what fulfills you? That's where we're at. We're at this pivotal moment, especially at the end of one year and the beginning of another year, right? Divided right there. We're seeing the old year and the new year right here in this one picture. expand your vision, expand your dream for yourself, for your community, and for the world. All right. Woo, I love this. I'm actually really excited that we used the Zen Blossoms for a 4 card today because they are so uplifting. And it's unfortunate that I don't have any of those on my website right now, but I do have these 2 decks available. All right, my friends, I wish you a beautiful 2022. I will probably be back, like I said, mid-January. And in the meantime, you can book a private session with me through the blissfulknowing.com. We can do an emotional closet cleaning if that's something that feels like you're ready to do, to really start fresh and clear out anything that's holding you back. Or maybe you just want to hear about your personal year energies and what this year for you is going to be supporting. Again, you can get a written general reading, 2022 personal year forecast. I'll link that below. But of course, in a phone session, I'm going to be able to answer all of your questions. It's going to be a much more customized, personalized experience to talk about anything that's on your mind. I will always go in and tap into your guides before our phone call and ask them if there's anything that they want you to know. That's how we start the session off, and then we go into your numbers, and then it's totally open Q&A, question and answer dialogues, and you get to decide what we talk about, and we flow from there. So it's always beautiful. Anyway, I will be back hopefully mid-January. Oh my gosh, and then it's going to be almost Valentine's Day. I do have a new shipment of my Love is Everywhere books for Valentine's Day, so those are back in stock, along with the hide and seek hearts. Yay, the fun little game. It's like an Easter egg hunt for Valentine's Day. And guys, please say hi if you're watching the replay. Happy New Year to all of you. Please do connect because I love to hear from you. You are my community. And I'll see you next year. Bye, everybody.